Good morning, everyone. Okay, good afternoon. Yeah, so far, I don't know if anybody remembers anything. Okay, so today I'll be talking about captions. So over the weeks we have done pronunciation, presentation, how to improve your vocal image. And anyway, I sent the slides on the group. How many of you have not seen the slides? Awesome. So if you have seen the slide on the group, please raise up your hand. So let me post it on the group. Post it. Okay. All right. So today I'm going to be talking about. Oh, is that mic? No mic. All right. Okay. So today I'll be talking about 16 tips for writing your social media caption. So who can tell me what a caption is? A caption. What? Yeah, the type is a brief explanation of what you are selling. So a lot of people just post their videos or their pictures and they don't even explain what they are talking about or what the product is saying. So when you post a content, your caption is very important because it gives your followers or your customers an idea of what you are selling. So number one is research what your competitors are doing. So in advertising, there's what is called competitive analysis. Competitive analysis. So when you want to do advertising product or anything, what you do first is you go online. What house? Can I get in mind? What you do is you go online to check, yes, to check what your competitors are doing. For example, if you're running like a logistic business and you want to start up in the market, you need to do a research online to check what they are doing, how many followers they have, their content creation, how they design their bio on their Instagram, how they write their caption, because it will make you understand how their strength in the market. So when you want to do your research, so when I started out doing my content on Instagram, I was always checking Belter's caption, how they are captioning their what do you call it, their products, right? And also the hashtags. So some people just post their content and they don't use hashtags. So hashtags are very, very important when you want to create your content or to post your content. So you have to research what your fellow realtors are doing or the caption they are using to help you. It will give you an informed decision on how to write your own caption. Number two, avoid typo and abbreviation. So why would you post a content and there will be typos? So a lot of people don't proofread their content before they post it. I don't know why. Maybe they're in the haste to post it. So sometimes I posted a content before when there was a typo and I went back to check it. Even somebody alerted me, oh, there's a typo, and I went back. So you are definitely going to have that issue, but if it's consistent, it's not good. It just shows that you are nonchalant about the content you are posting. So always check for typos. And I always see people just use abbreviation. So if they want to say you, YOU, they will put what? You, just you. Why would you do that? So it's not, so you need to avoid typos and don't use abbreviations. It is childish or it's informal. It is when you want to maybe talk to your friends, you can, you understand each other. It's like a friendly tone. But when it comes to the official part, you don't use abbreviations. So explain in detail. So explain when you're posting your content, you explain in detail what that house, for example, um, treasure homes or bluestone, you explain in detail, even if it's short, even if it's long or concise, you explain what that product is all about. Some people just put two-bedroom available for sale. You describe the features of that product. Okay, sometimes so this one is facts and quotes. So sometimes this is part of content creation, anything. So sometimes you just put on your caption. Some people just put their caption very straight, and sometimes it's boring. Did you know that in Nigeria, coming up for example, did you know in 2024 housing estates will increase by 70%? They will describe. So this is the reason why you need to get a home now. So sometimes you use facts to buttress your point. Sometimes use quotes to buttress your point. Post third-party content. It's not a crime if you use other people's content. So sometimes when you want to get a traction, you want to get traffic, you can post a funny video or something that has to do with, it may not even be something that has to do with real estate. But once you get that content, you can relate it with real estate. Do you understand? So you can relate that content. So it's not a crime for you to. It's only on YouTube that you cannot post somebody else's content unless you release it. So it is copywriting, and they will shut down your channel or they will flag it down. But you can post third party content. I posted one video. Okay, I give my phone to Mr. Eric. I posted a video that has to do with real estate. It's a funny video. Somebody was dancing and singing. So you can post that content. It's allowed. But sometimes, most of the time, you can, when you post a content and do your caption, you put source, hyphen, and tag the original owners of the content. So you have to do it sometimes. Okay? So know your audience. So when you're doing your content on Instagram, you need to know your audience. What are your target audience? So when you're running an ad, for example, I mostly choose maybe between 25 to 55 because they're going to be targeting people who are, we do a bit senior, and should I say from the lower to the higher. So those are the people who are the youth, mostly the youth. So you have to know your audience when you're creating your content. Because a lot of people like trending things, they like entertaining things. So you're not doing content for older people. And even older people now enjoy entertaining content. So you need to balance your content. Let it be very interesting and insightful. Determine the goal behind your caption. So what is the goal behind your caption? Do you want people to buy what you're selling, or you want to reveal an information? Like I said before, when you want to create content on social media, you don't always post sell. For example, if you look at CEO's IG, sometimes he puts he's like, for example, he shows content where he's snapping picture with maybe somebody that is in Germany that was in Advil and tells the story behind it, or he's maybe in his car, he's dancing, or he's doing something. So his contents are not just always buy. So your content shouldn't be buy because you put your followers off if you're always selling. So do something creative, something creative that they can relate to. So I believe I cannot show my content here, but I'm going to pass my phone round or just show it like this when Mr. Yemi comes with my phone to show you like a little few content that I've done. I can't mirror it here. Okay, keep it short. So your content has to be short, but not all the time, because there are sometimes you have pictures of the property that you are selling, and there are about 15 pictures of the dead. So we have two types of readers: people who read something within a few seconds, and people who are detailed. They want to know about the property. So it is not wrong to keep describe, as long as it's features of the content. It can be long, it's understandable. Also, most of the time, keep your content short and concise. Not grammar, talking long story or on point. Okay, so ask a good question and encourage conversation. So you need to, the essence of posting the content is to drive engagement most of the time. Even when you want to run your ad, you see, do you want to drive engagement, or you want to create an ad for video views? So engagement, sometimes you create content where people can drop a comment. You can ask people questions. You understand? Ask people questions, or maybe if you have a lot of followers, you can get a lot of comments on your comment section. You can ask people, have you ever had any issue with Omonile before? Share your thoughts. Before you know it, people are expressive. They want to express themselves. And when you create a channel, they will definitely express themselves. So how to create an engaging content? I think somebody asked me last week, is to ask the question, or create videos that will arouse interest. Okay, so next point is get creative and stand out. You've seen people do dancing videos. You can even, there's a content that I have, I've not posted it. I drank water and I dropped the cup. So after that, I talked to my phone camera. I said something about, do you know that if you purchase your land from Omonile, they will not allow you to drink water and drop the cup? Does it make sense? Okay, so it makes sense, right? So that's a creative idea. I do it in my room with my ring light and my phone. So something different. I have only 55 followers. So once I get 100, I believe I'll get more engagement and more visibility. So it's very important that you think outside the box. You can be in your car, enter your car, and just say something and information. 5 reasons why you need to buy a house at Bluestone. You type it. Okay, so it's quite informative. People want information. It's not just about selling that
telling them that you have a land for sale. You need to inform them. Okay, so there's a video I did that I posted. What's the video again? I think the video has to do with remember, I'll come back. Please, somebody remind me. I gave people an information that did you know that when you purchase a property, that that's not the only fee that you pay. There's what we call statutory fee, and I listed everything. So you are informing. I believe that within a few weeks, I opened my Instagram. I had 55 followers. I think it was not a bad thing because I started from scratch. I opened a new Instagram. So I believe that somebody would want to follow me because of I'm trying to educate them. Some people they don't have knowledge. I said it here that my brother bought a land some years ago, and the person that's my father's friend that we trusted did not give him any document. We're having just believe that it's genuine. At the end of the day, he said government came to, I think it's fair or definitely. Government came to seize the land, was giving my brother's stories up to today. We have not seen the land. And we bought that land like 7 years ago, 3.5 million. So imagine what it will cost right now. Okay, so people want information, people have been duped, they've been misinformed, they don't have the right knowledge, so you need to sensitize them. And I like what Mr. Yemi said, that it's not just about your English, you can do teaching. I think I accept that anyway. But the truth about it is that if you are willing to learn, then you should start from somewhere. Then, before, use emojis. A lot of people don't use emojis. So, what is the importance of emojis? Emojis just create a friendly caption. So, when you use smiley, it makes your caption friendly and not rigid. Okay, and it gives the expressiveness. So, what you cannot really say, you can just put emojis just to justify your write-up. Then keep your call to actions clear. So why would you do a caption and you don't put CTA, call to action? You need to say call me now, send a DM for more information, or send a DM to learn more. Okay, so always it has it's a magical word that some people ignore. So your call to action is very important in every caption that you do, you upload on your content. Let people know that they need to call you now or they need to visit the link on your bio. So people put link on their bio when they have a website or they have one I forgot the name website to show the categories of things they sell. So always put your phone number there or your website. Don't forget about hashtags, very important. So who can tell me the importance of hashtags? Hashtags are very important. And you can also use them an app. I think they are paid apps. But the one I use sometimes is hashtagify me. Yeah. So sometimes these things work and they don't work, but I use hashtagify me to find out the maybe real estate what do you call it, hashtags that people use. Or you can actually go to your realtors page, your competitors to find out and just check the hashtags they are using. Make use of storytelling. That's what I did. I said talked about drinking water and dropping cups. So storytelling. And you can also do storytelling on your caption, not just on your video. So you can just do a short storytelling and post your content. Alright, so let's go to the next. Okay. So today, the next session is H factor. H factor. So I'm going to be teaching you how to overcome H factor. A lot of people have H factor. Some people know and some people don't know. The majority of people that know they have H factor is, the ratio is very small than people that don't know. Okay, so H factor is, so you can, let's read. H factor is a speech problem that is marked by the inclusion of the, you can tell me what this sound is. Can you see it? Okay. Okay, that's the sound, like H. So letter H is like letter H, but the sound is everybody say okay. So people put this sound in places that they shouldn't put it, and they put it in vowel sounds, A-E-I-O-U. Okay, so it occurs when you are adding your breath. So for example, instead of used to say, let me give an example. An example of H factor. So instead of you to say head, you say what? Head. that one is a speech defect. I'll come to that. So a lot of people put H in words. You say head. I want to hit head. I want to hit head. How many of you know H factor? People are looking at me like you don't know what I'm talking about. You don't know H factor. Okay, you know a bit, right? So people say head instead of changing speech defect in English language. So it's an interference from your. I'm sorry to say, it's mostly from the Yoruba people, but Igbo people have their own. So I'm not trying to be biased and Igbo. So we have our own oil or instead of you to say no, you say wrong. Okay? Instead of you say rice, say lice. Okay? Yeah. Somebody said I'm going to Unirand. Okay, not Unilag. So it's a speech defect. So a lot of people have age factor. Say I want to hit head. I don't like that. It tickles my ear. I hate it. I'm sorry to say. So for example, so you end up, okay, let me read. It occurs by adding a breath before words that begin with a vowel sound. So you end up pronouncing your word like head. So instead of you say, how old are you? You say how old. How old are you? Or you say oil instead of oil. Or you say I am, and some people actually remove the H. So they'll say I am going home instead of home. So there's an inclusion of H and that's why you remove the H. So a lot of people have H factor and it's actually nasty than the same. So let me teach you, I'm going to be teaching you a technique. I need a paper. Somebody help me share a paper for me. Okay, so we have a H. So I need a piece of paper, yes. Yes, I do. I'm going to do some practicals in class. Detect who has H factor in this class. Yes, and we are going to sort it out right away. Okay, so yeah, I need a paper, but I need the screen too. Okay, so there are two techniques when you want to remove your H factor. So we're going to do practicals in class today about some words, and we're going to do some sentences to detect who has H factor. But there are two techniques when you want to eliminate H factor. One is a breathing technique, or there are three techniques. One is a breathing technique, the other one is the paper technique, and the last one is tongue twister. So when you want to pronounce words like everything, somebody say everything. Everything. Okay. What else? Okay, say open. Okay, before I start, do you know anybody that has H factor? Okay, before I start, please, do you know anybody that has H factor? I want to hear from you. Okay, so let me continue. So don't add an extra H to words that sound with vowel sound. For example, some people say apple, apple instead of apple. Some people say onions instead of onions. Some people say head, the head that I bring. You are calling your head instead of saying egg. So some people put H, that H factor. Have you heard it before? Okay. Some people say envelope, they put the H. So I want to teach you. If you know that you have that problem, that speech problem, we are going to treat it today. So don't remove the letter H from word that succeeds a vowel sound. Some people say home, I am going home. Some people say house. Some people say hospital. Some people say ama, heaven, holy, and holy. No, holy. Okay, so let's do some practicals. Okay, first, how do you remove H factor? Breathing technique. Exhale when you want to pronounce a word that starts with. So when you want to pronounce this word, you say home. Everybody say home. Not home. Home. Okay, so let's do another one. House. When you breathe out, house. Hospital. Hammer. to hear from you. Do you know anybody that has H factor? Somebody said yes. The person did not answer yes. Okay, so when you want to pronounce this one, how do you put the H? So you say whoa, not house. Oh. So don't exhale when you want to pronounce the words that start with vowel sound. A-E-I-O-U. So don't say apple. Don't put an imaginary. Say apple. You read it apple. I didn't. So what's the difference between this one and the first one? Yes. Okay. So when you see some words that start with the H sound, you breathe out. So when you see words that start with A-E-I-O-U, you breathe in. Okay. So let me an example now. I want to breathe. Okay. So how do you know you have H factor? So you pronounce this word. So for example, you want to pronounce apple. And if I pronounce apple, I have to breathe in a bit because I don't want to put letter H. So some people do hap. So when somebody has H factor, when somebody has H factor, the paper will flow. Yes. So for example, apple, apple, apple. You have to see H apple. So this is a sign that you have H factor. Apple. But if you don't have H factor, say apple, 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 apple. Okay, let me do this. I will not. Apple, 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 apple. Are you saying? So it's a sign that you have H factor. Can anybody who tries? Can I have two people that practically practicalize what I just did?
Sorry.
Okay.
When it comes to using the H, when you pronounce house, it's not going to inflict the same penetration as the apple.
Yes, that's right. When you that one is not when you want to pronounce house, right? It's normal because you have to breathe out for the house because they. But yes, so that one is normal. But this one now, this is the vowel sound, but you're putting H there. You say how? No, it's ah. So when you pronounce words that start with a vowel, you breathe in, don't breathe out. Apple, not apple. I am going okay, apple or everything, everyone. Hello, say hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Are you saying it? So it's not hello, hello, everyone, not hello, everyone.
But I feel like there is a bias in the sense that when you want to pronounce apple, there's a form that you apply. That's quite different from the apple. That's making it close. Yes, I understand. But if you want to pronounce apple, it doesn't necessarily have to be so aggressive, like apple. So if I say apple, that's me. But if I say like apple, right? It's apple, 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 apple. Can you see that? Right? It's not moving now. You understand? I don't know what I'm saying. Apple. Yeah, sorry, please. Don't misunderstand. See, don't misunderstand me, please. See, what I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to say, like I feel like, okay, I'm not adding the H. Okay.
You think people are adding it?
Okay. Apple. Apple. You don't have apple. Apple. Guys, you guys be forced and applying. Now, guys be forced and applying. Now, I want to use a more light apple when I'm using the two words. Now, let's say sorry. That means, wait, sorry. Hey, hello, sorry. That means automatically, for someone that has to use factor, you have to use pause. That means automatically, you usually use pause to pronounce your word. You know what I'm saying? That means automatically, you pronounce the pause.
I understand what he's saying. He's saying that it's okay. No, it's not. Maybe because of it, sometimes his condition really fine. So it feels like because I'm exerting a lot of pressure, so I feel like the stuff is blowing. So maybe you should use your quiet time. You should have that. When you want to pronounce the ha sound, you are breathing out. So the stuff will vibrate. But you're saying apple. So the air that comes out from your mouth shifts the paper. But maybe because it's shifting and maybe because of the fan, you understand what I'm saying. Not very Alright. So we have the paper technique, we have the breathing technique. Like I said, you breathe in when you want to pronounce words that start with vowel sound. A, E, I, O, U. Everything. Okay. Now pay attention to my mind. Everything. Are you seeing? So that's breathe out, okay? So paper technique, the tongue twister. Look at the tongue twister. With this tongue twister, I don't know whether you have it, but who can try? Everybody, can you try some? So this is, let's have it. I want to eat start. Okay, I want to eat yes, but then put it close to your mouth.
I want.
Hi. Did you hear hi? Hi.
I want to.
Just said hi. Wait, I, not hi. Breathe in. Okay. Breathe in. Say I. Again.
I.
Put in your mouth. Speak up.
I.
Yes, hi. So before you're saying hi.
Okay.
Breathe in.
I want to eat head.
You said head.
I want to eat head.
Again.
I want to eat head.
Fantastic. Clap for him. I like it. He just corrected himself now. So it's not hi. Hello, hi. No, it's I. Everybody say I. You breathe in. So he said, before he said hi, want to eat head. Now he said, I want to eat egg. He did not breathe out when he was pronouncing the word that starts with vowel sound. So you understand it now. You corrected yourself. So always take notes. Okay? Alright? So can anybody try again? I want to eat egg. I can try. Okay. No.
I want to eat egg.
Yeah, I want a Yoruba person. I'm not
I'm a Yoruba person now.
Are you serious? I look like what? Oh yeah, okay, then speak up.
I want to eat egg. I want to eat egg.
You don't have. Anybody else try? Yes, I'm very Yoruba. I'm Yoruba.
I want to eat egg.
Any Yoruba person? Anybody, one person. So do you understand the technique? Anybody? That's person. Did they speak up? Oh yeah, that's right. Are you Yoruba?
Hi.
Did they speak up?
Hi.
I want to eat.
Hi. You want to eat egg? Hi.
Okay, no, how about Yoruba, right? So it's mostly Yoruba people. See what people they have their head and arm back on. And like I said, so alright, so let's go to the next one. So I want to eat egg. Eddie edited it. Some people say Eddie edited him. So that's the technique. So do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. So next one. Okay. So right. So can somebody pronounce this word? Head, harmony, happy, hobby, help, hello.
Head, harmony, happy, body,
I see you bring it out. Right? Oh yeah, do it in the way that you not breathe. You breathe in.
head, harmony, happy, body, head.
I see. Some people, when they get to the age word, they remove the age. That's their age factor. So another person who can try to do what we do.
Hey,
What?
Heads now.
head,
Let's see, put the H there.
head, umbrella, insurance, explain, head, people, everyone,
Again,
everyone.
everyone. You can try. So I didn't hear any H factor.
Head, umbrella, insurance, explain.
Question. Now, very good.
I can't hear
Head,
you.
respondent, everyone,
The last one is what?
everyone.
Everyone. Okay, so
There's no H factor. Some people say head and head beans or umbrella or insurance or explain or hedge. Oh, sorry, mistake. Important or everyone. But it is head, umbrella, insurance, explain, hedge, important, everyone. So that's how to overcome H factor. Okay, so today I'm going to be talking about business etiquette. You can tell me what business etiquette is. Business etiquette. Or why do you think we need business etiquette in our dealings with our clients?
Uh, Good afternoon, everyone. For my own brief understanding of business etiquette, I think I understand it to be practice, the normal practice in business for you to look professional. And actually more like a guideline, as to how to operate in a specific field that you are.
Alright, thank you very much. So it's a mode of conduct, a standard way of behavior. Every industry has their own, etiquette or the way they do things that is acceptable. But you want to say something? All right, thank you very much. To stand out wherever you are, okay, so business etiquette refers to the requirements and expectations of the social and business behavior practices and conduct that are prescribed by social convention and a code of ethical behavior among professionals. So why do we need business etiquette? It's important because it creates a professional, mutually respectful atmosphere and improves communication. People feel better about their jobs when they feel respected, and that translates into better customer relationship. So, what are the exact types of, you know, should I say business etiquette? So, when you're talking to your client, you actually have to maintain eye contact, not just your client. So, when you're talking to somebody and you're looking down or you're looking up, it's a sign of what? They're not confident. Yeah. Yeah, that's a confidence. So you're talking to your client and you're not thinking of. You don't eyeball to what eyeball. So you have to look into your client's eyes so that you are, especially it's true, when you are not looking into your client's eyes, it feels like you are lying. You are not, authentic. No. So it's important that when you're talking to your clients or anybody, even your friends, start practicing maintaining eye contact. It shows that you are confident. Back in the days, I've heard something that back in the days, when your elder is talking to you, you're supposed to look down. But not anymore. You have to look what? Eye contact. Because when you look at your granny's eyes, it shows that you're very rude. But not anymore. You have to maintain an eye contact. Look at me when I'm talking to you. Okay? It shows that you are confident. That some people, they don't know what they are doing, but the way they will do their paparazzi, you feel like, this person is confident and they don't have anything. So it's important that you look at your client's eyes when talking to your client. Always say thank you, appreciative of no matter not just your client. When somebody does something for you or for you, something for you, you appreciate the person and say thank you. Some people have entitlement mentality. They have entitlement mentality. They feel like you need to do more. And they feel like, and I've noticed this thing. Once somebody helps you like this, you feel like the person should always be helping you. You go back to that person 100 times because you feel like the person owes you anything, and you feel about it that nobody but owes you anything. So no matter how small somebody does something for you, say thank you. When your clients buy, no matter how small, send them an appreciative text. That's how you keep your customers coming back. You say thank you for purchasing this property for me. Even monthly, every month, send them a happy new month text with an appreciative message of what they've done to you for patronizing you over the years. So don't just wait because your client wants you a property and from you, and that's the end. Always be appreciative, no matter how small. Be aware of your tone. I've to somebody before and you say, that's my tone, that's the way I talk. And some people feel like, that's my tone. And for you, translating that word, they feel like this person is rude. So you have to watch your tone. Some people say I have a loud voice. That's not what I meant. I was not rude to you. So watch your tone when you're talking to your clients. Be on time. Punctuality is what? The soul of business. So when your client says, okay, you need to meet at Ikorodu because you are going to maybe go way backward, be on time. It's encouraging. Don't let your client start complaining at the edge of the business transaction. You have to be on time. We talked about dress code. Dress code is important. You need to do code at all times. They see you before they hear you. Forget about the diction part. If I appear anywhere and I'm dressed anyhow, you will not even, you don't want to hear what I'm saying. So always dress well, no color combination. Go on Google. Sometimes I go on Google to match my outfit. Oh, some people wear color riot. I'm sorry to say. Of course, there's what is called color blocking. Some people wear a green bag and red, yes, but know how to match it very well. Ladies, go on Instagram and check, clothes, how people match their clothes, their hair. It's very important. Not just because of you want to sell property, it's for everywhere. When you shop at a place, it's for everywhere. I went for one interview one day and the HR, one of the top people, was like, oh wow, I love the way you dress. That we need you in our Lekki office, not the mainland. Okay. Sometimes you don't even have that skill. Your dress can open doors for you. It's true. Like you'll be like, oh, come and represent us, and you don't even have, this is on the job that you learn. You learn on the job. So look good is important. I was telling my mentor one day that looking good, you need money to spend money. Say no. You know that some people can buy 1,000 naira top, you think it's 10,000. They'll buy 1,000 naira top or free car, and you think it's 10,000 naira. When they'll package it, you will never be when they tell you. So it's not just sometimes it is money and it is not money. Because when you have money, there's some hairs that you have or there's some bags that you carry. It's understandable. But it's whatever you have, you can still dress well. Don't say that is the way I am, that's how I am. It's very so language you use when you're communicating with your clients, what language do you use? Be careful even when you're picking a call in front of your client. When you say fuck off, get out, bastard, and your client is beside you. So you have to be conscious of all those things. It's not just when you're talking to your client that you find your word. How you talk to somebody on the phone and your client is there, please be careful. Please everyone around you. Praise the Lord. Hey, God will help us in this greeting, especially ladies. It is well. But when you enter a place, or not all the time, like it's like you cannot meet everybody like this. You just say hello everyone, you understand? I do it mostly when I'm entering my church department after church or before church. I'm not preaching good afternoon. I'll just say hello everyone, so it's important. So these are business etiquette. And when you find yourself in a business setting, you have to be friendly. You can't be carrying your face. You have to be sociable, and you never can tell who can help you. Okay, next one. Okay, be genuine and transparent. A lot of people are not open to their clients when they are selling property. They say, hey, blue stone is available. You need to find out if truly blue stone is available. You need to be genuine with your client, be transparent, tell them statutory fee. Somebody was selling land to me some months ago before I even entered real estate. And this was telling me, you don't think 3.5 million. I was about saving for that, money for that particular land. Then again, I read the person said, you still pay 3.5. I was like, I was discouraged because I felt like that was a long way to understand. So be transparent to your clients. When you're selling a land to your client, tell them that this is the amount and what this is the amount. You understand? Don't be open to them, be transparent. Okay, let me just make this one. Practice active listening. A lot of people talk. I do this sometimes. I'm trying to work on it. But when you are conversing with your client, not all the time I do it. So I'm not a perfect coach. I'm working on myself too. When you are talking to your client, allow them express themselves. Not like interjecting everything. And I believe that one of the reasons why I do it is because I might forget at the end of the day. If I allow you to finish talking, I will forget. So what I do now is that while you are talking, I will be jotting it down. So active listeners are intelligent people. You need to listen to your clients when they are talking. But if you know that you have a capacity, or sorry, to forget things, you need to jot it down while you are talking. It's very important because you might miss a point okay. So demonstrate professionalism, be professional when you're doing your time. Okay, don't just feel like because they are from this get to need to express be professional. Get support from team members. Sometimes you cannot do it alone. Share information, share ideas. Teamwork makes what? The dream work. So share. Some people are very stingy in holding information, very stingy. As if you're in secondary school. Primary school, I remember when you write the exam, you're copying your notes. Copying. Some people are still doing it in adult school. You don't want to share information about where where there's a good news or anything. You want to hold it. There's some things that you still need to hold as a human being. You can't share all your secrets, but teamwork makes the dream work. When you see that it's comfortable, try to introduce people to that thing. Another. It's like more like my last. So somebody said I should do oral English. When I was in secondary school, I did like oral English. I don't know. I think there's a challenge with teaching. So I taught for 1 year as a teacher. So I did my teaching practice and I taught for 1 year. So I wanted to resign and my head teachers was not happy with me because I thought like that's not my calling. Media is my calling. Okay, so I said here that I say that why children don't know math is two things. It's that their parents don't have time to teach them after practice, or the method of teaching is wrong. So they made mathematics they made us dread mathematics. When you hear math, you are cringing. So I started asking myself, why did I find oral English very difficult in secondary school? For me, it was difficult. But when I started doing diction, I started feeling like this is a piece of cake now. So why? So is it that our teachers they didn't teach us well, or they didn't have trained teachers that were exposed to making teaching very interesting and fun. So I studied early childhood education in Unilag, not media. Yes, early childhood education. Very interesting course. When I go abroad, I don't really know the name, but even get So I thought about play with method. Play with method when you want to teach your children or kindergarten. Make learning fun, for people. But then we have teachers that are if you say a word, they will flog you. That's why I did not understand oral English. It was very complicated for me. But so somebody said oral English. Now this is one of the foundations of pronunciation and speaking right. If you don't get this, you might not most likely not understand how to pronounce words. Okay. So for English, we have vowel sounds, we have consonant sounds. Okay? Who's the person that said I should do vowel sound? This person here. Okay. So we have 20 vowel sounds. Please, we have 5 vowels. A, E, I, O, U. There are 2 different things. A, E, I, O, U are 5 vowels. But when it comes to vowel sound, we have 20. We have short vowels, we have 5 long vowels, and we have 8 diphthongs. Hello? Okay, so now short vowels. So this sound are what forms part of the word that we pronounce. Okay, so some people they miss this, and because of they miss this, pronunciation can be very difficult. So we have short vowel sound. So when you pronounce this sound or this word, you pronounce it short. You don't stretch it. So I'm going to explain. For example, this is a pit, a pet, a pat, a cat, put, or dog. The last one, someone say, it's called sure. Say about. So when you pronounce it, it's not about. It's there. So about. So can we try a pit, a pet, yes. So this one is okay. So I'm going to explain, right? This one is like this one and this one sound almost alike, but they are not alike. So for example, you cannot say cat. I cut my finger. So not cat. Okay, there's there's and there's So it's a lot of complexity. So somebody said she did it. So let me just touch the surface. It's not something that you can get and you just let you know the vowel sound. So we have 7 short vowels. So P, E, A. So P, pet, hat, cat, put, dog, and the vowel. Yeah. So this is called a shuba sound. It's kind of soundless. You can hardly hear it. You can hardly hear it in words, but it's inside the word. Okay. So let me just move on to that anyway. So we have long vowels. Long vowels. The difference between short and long is this one is longer when you pronounce it. So this is E. Someone say E. Ah. Oh. Sorry. Oh. Ooh. So you know for the short one is long. So you find it in words that have mostly EE. Mostly. So you say we, not okay, so there's a difference between yes, yeah. Yeah, so it's we, that's a long, not my week was good, my week was okay. My week was good. My week. So this one is hard. So you find the long vowel sound with words that have AR. Yeah, so it's hard. So the difference between HAD and HARD is what? Long and short. So for HARD, you say, I had jollof rice yesterday. But the the mathematics sum is very hard. Hard. Are you seeing? So it's long and short. So we have four, not four. Four, not four. Her. This one is her. Shirt. So it's not shit. Shirt. I say shirt. Her. I heard. Not I had. Let me say I had that came to my house yesterday. Not had is her. Ooh, boots. Okay. Next one.
How about this one?
Yeah, her. That's her. So this is A. Somebody say A. So we have 8 diphthongs. Diphthongs are the combination of 2 vowel sounds. So we have A, I, oi, ear, air, oor, o, ow. For example, A, day. So it's not my day, my day. See, day. My day was great. Day. Pay, say, lay, sky, buy, cry, tie, oi, boy, toy, toy. Okay, toya. Okay, beer, 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 beer. This one is called air, beer, hair, hair, pool, tour, poor. Okay, oh, oh, no, so, oh, ow, how, now, brow, cow. So these are the words. Do you understand? So when you go online and
Yeah, no. Please, what I said, I feel we need to recite this thing. That air and air. So let's do that.
okay, what don't you understand, please? What do you understand?
No. What I'm trying to say is I can pronounce this word, but with the full I think yeah, this one's like I can't read, but I can pronounce the words. All these words now.
Okay, let me try.
Say. I can pronounce the words, but
Okay, let me tell you. It's very easy.
I know what I'm
Look
talking
at this. This is E. A. This is I. This is I. This sound is oil. Somebody say oil. And E. Oil. This is E and yeah. Air. This is food and oh, something like oh. You understand? Oh. This is oh and so it's old. I'm sorry. Just try. Just go online and search this thing. Right? So I'm just going to because somebody asked because I know it's a long, it's not a one-off class. Okay. So this is and also ow, how. So those are examples of the word. This okay. So words that start with words that have AIR and BER. So they are air. Yes, they're basically pronounced with this sound, EAR or PIA. But this one is yeah. So EER, IER, EAR. They are what? Okay, this one is basically the same thing. So in English language, there are exceptions. You understand? So when you say this stuff sounds like that, sometimes there will be exceptions. For example, this word, it is not honor. You know, I told you, it's not honor. Honor. The H, you move the H. So that's an exception. So I told you that when you want to pronounce the hard sound, you put ha, but this time you don't breathe out. So English can be complicated and complex sometimes. So that's an exception. So in English, there are sometimes you have to break the rules. That it doesn't follow a straight rule sometimes. Do you understand? But don't bother yourself with technology. I think that's all. Let's see the next one. Okay, so we have consonant sounds. You have 20 consonants. So this is very simple. So if I say and so you say pet, bet, team, dean, pay, game, spine, bind, seal, zip. Okay, some people have B and F and B factors. So one thing, I can't remember. I say, okay, they'll say, have you made your vow instead of vow? So the F and B is a problem. You understand? So some people have some, speech defects in some places. For example, how someone if I say the people of their country, you understand? So B and F and B they mix it up. Yes, they mix it up. So can we go to the next one? So this is the let me show you. Who can tell me what this sound is? This sound. Hello, one house please. Who can tell me what this sound is? Eh? Yes. So someone says, and I'm going to source. So they mix it up instead of check. So this is show. So the sound is the next one is so don't say mayor. Can I mayor your clothes? Or is it player to meet you? Why can you say it's a player? Why did you see YO inside it? I said it's a player, it's my player. It's not my player, I don't want your player. But the sound is vibration. Measure. So, look at me this sound. No. Church, not church. I'm going to church. Church. Talk. So a lot of people mix this and it together. You understand? So it's not church, please. It's church. Choke. Church. Sing. So this one is joke. Judge. Mr. Judge. Yes. So it's judge. So this is what a lot of you say. You say I think, not I think. Okay. Think. Three, not tree. There's a difference between tree and what? Three. For the tree that has a flower, you bring out, you use a tree. Then that's a tree. Okay, see the difference. We have then, this is father, mother, then, love, mall, nail. So it's not finger, it's not hanger, it's hanger. It's nasal, hanger.
That one is then. This one is then. The one is then.
Yes, then. For the then, you don't bring out your tongue. Yes, next one. So you don't say king, it's king. Yeah, not king. It's G. The G silent. Yes. Okay, next one. Okay, so we have hill, ring. This is U. University. Ye is called then we have what? We want. That's all. Any question or contribution?
Yeah, good afternoon. You said something about appreciating customers when they buy from you. Actually, something happened which advice. I would advise some of our colleagues to also do. The clients who have been paying, this is someone that I feel in all this busy kind of time. So I've been trying to extend them to the restaurant content. So I decided to compose a kind of appreciative message. So I sent that message and I received the response. And it was a positive response. So I just felt, so there's another way I can, practice this. And you said something about being sincere with customers, like going and being straightforward, like giving the information just wait. I believe this is very common. All these agents, all these house agents, when you receive a particular information, they will confirm before passing information. So eventually, when somebody now comes for that thing, they will now say, oh, it's available. And as a very dying minute, they will now tell you, oh, sorry, it's no longer available. And this can also happen to us here too, who works with the real estate company. And that's the reason why it's important to always get the latest information before throw it down.
Thank you very much. So about that, you're right, because I also do real estate, like rent of houses. I just started with that, and I had one client, and it was getting better. So the thing about it, I told my friend that lives up with different properties, because anytime I said it, the client will always tell me, please, is it available? And you know the funniest part, they'll tell you there's no video, there's no picture. I'm like, how is somebody now? I don't like this. I'm just looking for the meantime. How is somebody now paying you the fee, the form and the registration fee? They will not take them to a place that they've not seen on video. It doesn't make sense. At the end of the day, you are the person who waste time and transfer money. It happens. I don't like it. I just said that I'll do it for the meantime. Okay. Yes, but you can actually show us the video and not tell us the number of the street. Some people don't want to tell you the number of the street because they feel like you go behind them. All right, thank you very much. Okay, somebody, let's.
So I want to ask, if these friends, for instance, I have a video that I want to post that I have so many errors on it. That might be for me to post.
What type of error? Is it type
Like grammatical error.
grammatical error?
That's
Well, you know, as a diction coach, I want to advise you to go. Mr. Amy and Mr.
I had a coach.
Okay. Okay, okay. Maybe you can post it. Okay, there's a girl that I saw on Instagram. Like, I'm sorry to say, I'm not trying to say that, but I will have to express myself a bit and explain to you. There's a lady on Instagram, her English is very good, but the confidence she has is amazing. So you can post it. You understand? You can post it. But if it's maybe you're sampling, you can use CapCut. There's sometimes you can use CapCut, video editing to edit something. But some people they don't know how to do it, and I've not been able to work it out with them yet to show you how to use CapCut. You know that it's not easy. But it's that you can post it, and you can post it. But professional as a different coach, we don't advise you to post it.
Yes, just post it.
Okay. You can, for text actually, in case some people can just type, and due to the fact that we write some of our content based on impulse, it's better you just get a Grammarly tool. Grammarly.
Yes.
You have the tool, you can get the app, or if you have a laptop, you just add it to your extension. So when you are just typing, it's correcting. When you are typing, it's correcting.